There you go.
Hi everybody, happy Wednesday, and happy 150th live. Yeah, can't believe we've been doing it. I can't believe you guys have been putting up with us for 150 of these. Can't believe you guys have been putting up with Drew for 150 of these.
Harsh.
Harsh, Drew, I know. Sorry, love. Hi, how is everybody? Happy Wednesday. We're going to do block of the week today. But yeah, we just, I can't believe we've done 150 of these now. And I still haven't run out of ideas. Well, sometimes I run out of ideas and then I find something. I think, that's a good one. We'll do that on the 1 o'clock. So yeah, we're still going. Thank you so much, everybody who has watched them and supported us and, just put up with us for this amount of time. It's crazy. Who'd have thought, when we did those first couple of tentative ones around the shop when we were bored right at the beginning of lockdown, that we'd still be doing this now. So, and continuing to do this by the sounds of it with more lockdown. So yeah, but never mind. Well, you'll get bored of us eventually, I'm sure. So who's coming online today, Drew?
We've got Jean and Jenny saying happy 150th.
Thank you guys. Hi.
Sheila says happy 150th.
Hi Sheila. Thank you. So, yeah, cool. Fabulous. Yeah, I can't believe we're doing it. But anyway, brilliant. So, in order to celebrate doing 150, we had a little look back on what you've liked best, not video-wise, product-wise. And you guys all absolutely went crazy for the mystery boxes that we did. We did that Daily Deal mystery box. So we're going to do that again. So this time we're gonna do £20 worth of fabric for £10. It's a mystery box. Those of you who had them before will know what you've got in it, but this time you've got a little bit more because it was only 15 quid last time. But it's £20 worth of fabric for £10. You can either have a fabric one, you can have a Christmas one, or you can have a wool one. Okay, so any of those three, they are now live on the website. It will all be, we've got hardly any clearance fabric left, so you're not going to get any, it's going to be all stuff that's relevant in the shop right now. Okay, so you can choose from fabric or Christmas or wool, and that it's £20 worth of value and it's half price, so it's just £10 to you. Okay, so you're going to get some yummy stuff. But I thought we'd do a Christmas one this time as well, just because a lot of people are starting their Christmas projects and things, so it'd be a nice way to get a little range of Christmas fabrics. So they are live on the website. They will run until I come off air tomorrow. Okay, so once we've done the Thursday live, they'll close down then. So you've got 24 hours to go and get some goodies for half price, basically bargain price. So that's gone live already, and I thought I'd show you these as well. These have come in. These are Moda. They are technically a Christmas fabric, but they really don't have to be. So if you've got Moda Papillon or La Rose Rouge or anything like that, any of the French General ones, this would go beautifully. It's part of the Christmas range, but it's just a really good blender. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got that lovely sort of slightly woven texture. I mean, it's not woven, it's just printed on there. Then there's a cream version, which I think it's supposed to look like snow, but again, not Christmassy. White with little white, red with little white speckles on it. Again, it's supposed to look like snow. This one, and again, these are their Christmas range, but they're not like in-your-face Christmas. They're just nice general fabrics. I think these are just lovely autumn fabrics. So you've got like little sort of pine coney type things and all on there, some nice sort of leaf patterns, and then some little fir trees as well. So they're not on the website yet. They will be when I get back over to the shop. That's my next job. Have put a load of the 108s, the extra wide backings on today. Did that this morning. We only had about 6 on there randomly, and we got lots in the shop. So so I've put a load more of those on the website too. So if you're looking for backings for fabric, for your quilts, those are all on there. Okay. So who's coming online? Who's saying hello? Anybody else there? Anybody else have their chat we can say hello to? Hi Grace.
Linda, Claire.
Hi Linda. Hi Claire.
Liz.
Hi Liz.
Natalie.
Hi Natalie. Eileen. Hi. Hi everybody. So we're going to go a bit old school today. I thought we'd go a bit old school, and I can't believe we've not done one of these. We're going to do a log cabin. We're actually going to do a half log cabin, but we're going to do the cheats version. We're going to do the not having to cut lots and lots of strips version. And I suddenly have to think about what to do today, and I was like, have we not done this? It's such a good way thing to do. In fact, hang on a second. I still got it here. Have I got that quilt here? Yes, I have. Let me show you this quilt, guys. So, if you've ever bought a Moda scrap pack, or if you've got a jelly roll there that you don't know what to do with, this quilt is mega quick. Mega ridiculously quick, okay, to do. And that used one of the Moda scrap packs, okay? Now, this is a full log cabin, but it's a cheats version. There's not lots and lots of cutting. I'm going to show you a half log cabin today, okay? So, it's so simple to do. It really is so simple. Either jelly roll strips and to make as many blocks as you want, or one of those Moda scrap packs. That was one Moda scrap pack, and I think it was about 3/4 of a metre of a sashing fabric, the quilt I did. This is really nice and easy. So, I've got some jelly rolls here, okay, and I'm going to start this. Sort of the only really little bit of measuring and cutting you need to do. I'm going to cut myself a 2.5 inch square because they're 2.5 inch wide. I want to cut myself a 2.5 inch square. So I'm going to do just that. Okay, like that. I'm going to use that bit in a moment, so leave that aside. I'm going to do exactly the same for my second colour. Okay, so whatever I'm going to put in is my second colour. Okay, I'm using some William Morris jelly roll strips that we had left over. So, ooh, look, he's going to fussy cut right down around that little strawberry thief, which is nice. That was a happy accident. Okay.
Alice just said, check online for your mystery boxes. They're priced at $7.50. Please update the prices.
Okay. Right. I thought I changed all the prices. I might not have done. Okay. Sian or Sarah, are you there? Can you go on and change them for £10, please? Thank you, Heather, for letting me know that. Right. Have you seen Sarah or Sian there?
Sarah's there.
Sarah, can you get on the website, please, honey? I thought I changed them. It's obviously not saved for some reason. They should be £10 for £20 worth of value. Thank you, Heather, for letting us know. Sarah, could you get on that, please, my darling? Otherwise, I'm going to have to sit here and do it quickly on my phone, and we won't be doing this. Right, okay, so 2.5 inch squares, like that. And we are going to stitch them together with 1/4 inch, okay, to start with. Nice and easy.
It says on it.
Thanks, Sarah. Oh, if you're really quick, you'll get them for £7.50 if you get in quick before she manages to change it. Okay, so stitch 1/4 inch down, and we've got 2 together. Okay.
It's just said I owe you money.
Oh, don't worry, it's fine. It's fine. If you manage to get them early, that's my fault, not yours. I thought when I changed it all and put this new stock on this morning, I did change it, but it obviously didn't save properly. Okay, so, right, okay, so we have 2 together like that, okay? I am not going to measure any of the next lot, okay? I'm just going to grab my next strip. So I'm going to use this red one. Just get rid of that selvage. Like that. And we're going to, if I put these towards you, we're going to work clockwise round. We're going to work, sorry, we're not going to work clockwise. We are going to work clockwise, but because we're going to do a half, we're going to go like this. Okay, so this is this is my centre one. This is on the right hand side. So now we're going to the bottom. So we're going to go right, bottom, right, bottom, right, bottom. Okay. Just want to, now I'm not going to cut this strip at all. Okay. I'm going to put this right sides together like that. And I'm going to stitch down. So you don't have to use full jelly roll strips. You could use scraps. Just cut loads of 2.5 inch scraps and just find a piece that fits. Okay. So, like that. Cut the thread, and then you're always going to iron it out to the fabric you've just sewn on. Okay, We will do this another one from the start in a second, okay? So now I've got something that looks like this with all this excess fabric. This is where your little ruler comes into play, okay? Pop a horizontal line along that seam there, that centre seam. Line it up against the edge here, just trim off any excess, and then flip it round and do the same, okay? So horizontal line along that centre seam, move it over until it's on the edge of that square there, trim it off, okay? These really are such a quick way of doing it. My next colour, so I went right bottom, so I'm going to go right bottom on my next two. So my next one is this one. Again, I'm not going to cut it, I'm just going to put it, so this is facing you guys, so I'm going to go on the right hand side here, lie this one up just to avoid that selvage on the end, and I'm going to stitch down. So one of the things I really dislike about log cabins is all the cutting and keeping it all in sequence. I love the look of log cabin, I really like that traditional look, but that having to cut all your strips exactly and then keeping them all in order and knowing which way they're going to be, this is just the best cheats way of doing it. It works really, really well. So I'm going to iron it out towards the fabric I've just sewn on. And you're always going to do that. Okay. I'm going to come back over here. Sorry, Drew, I'm making you move lots today, aren't I? Line up that horizontal line there. Okay. Make sure it's in line with that edge. Trim off. And do the same this side. Horizontal line along the seam. There. Line it up with this edge here. And trim off. Okay, so I've gone right, left, right. Sorry, right, bottom now. So I'm going to use this one. So normally with a log cabin, and you can do this method with a normal log cabin as well, you would just work clockwise all the way around. We're going to do like I said, a half log cabin, which is what this is. Okay, so this one's going to go right sides together on the bottom, like that. You can see there's no, I don't pin it or anything like that. Just line that edge up. You can pin it if you want to. Back over to the machine. Back over to the machine, and we're going to go 1/4 inch all the way down. Down there. So is anybody else having a chat? Anybody else calling me a Wally for getting the price wrong?
Carolyn just said I did this technique on the quilt I did on local to me. It's great.
Ah, nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
local quilt course.
Local quilt. Oh, yeah. It's such a fab technique. So quick, and like I said, you don't have to do all that cutting. Okay, so fold it, iron it out towards the fabric that I've just done. Okay, grab my ruler. Put that horizontal line along the seam like that. Now, if you're, let me use that horizontal there, then I can get it all the way over the fabric. If you're worried about it starting to go out of shape, you can absolutely just trim up and square it up if you want to, which I'll show you in a moment. But I wouldn't worry too much about it. It really doesn't affect the look of the block. Like that. Okay, here we go. So that one's coming now up at just about 6.5 inches. So what I would do at this point, if I wanted to trim up, is I would then trim that up to 6.5 inches. Just get rid of any of those excessy bits. Make sure it's all in like that, and just trim up all the excess. But you can keep going. So you can make little blocks, lots and lots of little blocks like that. Okay, or you could keep going. Okay, so we could absolutely, should we keep going? So I'm going to go back to this one here, which was my first one. And we did right, left, right, bottom. So we're going to go to the right again. So I'm going to put this one right sides together like that. And we're going to stitch down that side. Okay, like that. Whoop. Nearly had the quilt off the wall. So, anybody else having a chat there?
Jenny just said, if you do a full log cabin that way, how many rounds would you do?
I would probably make it up. Well, it depends on how big you want your quilt to be honest. How big you want the quilt blocks to be. I mean, I tend to like a log cabin that looks maybe about 12.5 inches. So you would just keep going until it measures 12.5 inches, which is about, what's that going to be? 6. So 1 in the middle and then 3 rounds. Yeah, 4, 2.5 rounds. So yeah, I would just keep going. If you want to do a full log cabin, you just keep going until, and then I'd put a 12.5 inch square on and go, there we go, that's it. What would it be? Hang on, 2, so it's going to end up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You'd have 6 round, wouldn't you? So 1. No. So if you want 12.5, because I had to work this out when we were doing the, do you remember the snail log cabin we did in the isolation blocks? If you want them to be 12.5, you have to start with the 2.5 in the centre, and then you have to have 2-inch strips, and that comes out at 12.5. If you use just a jelly roll, this cheats method, they come out at either 10.5 or 14.5. Okay, so I have to do the maths really quickly in my head then, Jen. Whew, don't do that to me. And then, oh, hang on, we're just going to iron this out to the thing. But I don't think it really matters, just, you know, because if you're going to do all the blocks the same, doesn't matter what size they come out at, you know, just make them all the same size. You know, I could have stopped and made all of them 6.5, or we can carry on and make them, they're going to be 30, is it 13? Something like that, I can't remember now. You know I do the maths, but I have to get a pen and paper to do the maths. Can't do it in my head. I need to be able to scribble. I'm saying the same with that when I'm explaining a design or anything to somebody. If I'm helping somebody with a design, I have to have a pen and paper, because my brain, that's just how my brain works. Okay, so there we go. We've gone, right, so we're going to go to the bottom. So that would be the green one on the bottom. Like this.
Sandra said, could you do a rectangle log cabin?
Yes, absolutely. Why not? Just start with a longer piece. So rather than 2 by 2.5 by 2.5, if you started with, what would be nice, what would work aesthetically? You started with 2 by 3.5. Yes, absolutely. You'd get a really nice either half or full log cabin. Start with the centre one is 2 by 3.5, and then just do this method all the way around. Yeah, definitely. Be nice. I might have a play with that, Sandra. I like that idea. Okay, so this one's going to go on here. So right sides together. In fact, should we have I'll put this one on, and then we'll have a play with that. Should we cut a rectangle and see what happens? Might as well, haven't we? Anybody else there?
Jelly says thank you.
That's all right.
She said, yeah, I remember that one.
Okay, so like you can see, really, really quick. It builds up really fast. Okay, yes, and then we trim this one down. You could play around with your colours. You could go light to dark or dark to light. Entirely up to you. Oh, moved. There we go. We'll go like that, and then trim this one off. So this is just a half log cabin, so or quarter. Sometimes they call them half, sometimes they call them quarters, but you can see it's all going to go the same way, that way, and you would make lots of blocks the same like that and put them together. You can put them together so you've got like little, you know, all your little ones in the center, and then you get like a log cabin look, but your logs are different fabrics, which work really, really well, which look quite nice actually. But let's have a play. Should we try with a rectangle? Let's see what happens. So if I cut a 2 by 3.5 like that, okay, and then you want the same with this one, 2 by 3.5. So it's only the first bit you really measure. So 2 by 3.5 like that. Okay, we're going to stitch those two together to start with. And because there is like no measuring really with this method, you don't need to worry too much. As long as all your fabrics are the same width, you don't need to worry about the length too much. You're just going to stitch and cut, stitch and cut, stitch and cut. So, Anybody else there?
Sandra said, thanks, that helps me so much. I'm thinking of making my little sister rectangular placemats as I made the mistake of showing her my big sister's hexy ones I made.
Ah, see, that's what happens when you start showing people stuff. Right, let's try that. Let's go that way. So I'll do these all the way around as a rectangle so you can see the difference, okay? So, there's no reason why you couldn't do them like that, like that, like that, like that. I think they'd be long and thin though, but let's try this one all the way around. So I'm going to put that on there like that. And stitch down. There we go. Oh, moved a little bit, there we go. So how is everybody? How are you all doing? Everybody all right? Anybody up to anything nice? What they all chattering about there, Drew? Anything?
Baron said, do you have the iron you're using in stock?
I don't. Oh, we might have one in the shop. I can't remember. I don't know, to be honest, love. I will check when we get back, okay, and then let you know. I'll pop a comment back on. I'll answer your comment when I get back over to the shop. Okay, so I'll go down that one like that, and then so if I'm going to do a full log cabin, I'm going to go all the way round. Okay, so you could do it as a like this, as a half. So like that. So you'd have a piece there, and then you'd have a piece along the bottom, wouldn't you, like that? Okay, which will give you a rectangular shape more than a square shape. But let's try going all the way around, and you can see what it looks like. There we go. So pop that one down there, and we're going to stitch down that one. I mean, it's partly, I think that's why I love Manx quilting as well so much. I think log cabin is one of my sort of favourite patterns, because I think it can look incredibly modern depending on what fabrics you use. Like really, you can make it really abstract and, you know, very, very modern, or really beautiful and traditional. And there's so many variations. I mean, courthouse steps, couldn't say that today at all, is a variation of log cabin. It's when you, rather than going round and round, you always do opposites. You know, so there are lots and lots of variations out there. It's such a versatile block. Brilliant for scraps. Looks really good done scrappy. Okay, so let's have a little play with this and see if this is going to work. It is going to work. It'll be absolutely fine. But it's just very slightly different. Okay. And then down this side. But you can see I'm not doing any measuring. I'm literally just trimming off each time. That's the joy of this one, is you really don't have to. So I'm going to add that one on like that. Put that one on. Oh, nearly. I'm determined. I think you pushed the table this way today, Drew, didn't you? I think you shoved it this way. I've got less space. It's Drew's birthday soon. You won't tell me what he wants. It's his birthday on Saturday. I have no idea what to get him. He's got everything he needs. It's a nightmare to buy for.
I don't know.
Any idea what you want?
Stuff on my Amazon, but I wanted white bedding.
You want white bedding? Yeah. Oh, you're so grown up. So grown up. What are you going to be this year? 24. Oh, there we go. So yeah, so you can absolutely make rectangular ones. Just start with a rectangle to start with, and that's going to work, isn't it? So, and you would just go round and round this one. You just work your way round. So my next one's going to go on here. Little rule of thumb with a log cabin is you're always going to add on to the side that's got 3 fabrics. Okay, so can you see I've got 3 here? 1, 2, 3. That's the side that I'm going to add on to. Okay, because it's very easy to get turned around with these. You know, so these 2 have only got 2. This one's only got 2, and obviously this has only got 1 because it's one I've just done. So you're always going to add to the side that's got 3. Okay, so my next one, which would be a cream again, is going to go on here like that. Okay, and I would just work my way round and round and round with that one. So it's just, you know, it's a variation. You get a slightly different look to the half log, which is that one. All right, and that would stay very square. These would end up rectangular. Okay, so yeah, so absolutely play around with that starting size. You could make that a lot longer. You know, you could make it a lot longer and thinner. We could have gone like right the way up to say maybe 5.5, and you'd get longer, thinner blocks. So it's really good to have a little experiment with, really. You know, it's quite nice to play around with. So simple as well, because you don't have to you don't need a pattern really. You can just go for it. So that would go up like that. What colour would be next? Blue. I've lost my blue one. There it is. Okay, so I would just work my way round this block like that. So there's the blue, and then there's the grey again. Probably, maybe, yeah, so I've ended up with 2 greys together, which is a shame. No, it's because I haven't put the red in. There we go. Let's put the red in. Okay, so it would end up, you'd end up with things that look like that. But yeah, maybe you could do a bigger rectangle to start with. That would work as well. But log cabin is it's just a lovely block to play with. It really, really is. Okay, so you could end up like that. It's going to end up something like that, isn't it? As you keep building out, and it looks different depending on what fabrics you use as well. So you can do log cabins where you put all your whites one side and all your darks the other. So you would do like 1 in 2. So one would be your centre fabric, and so number 1's your centre fabric, and then 2 and 3 are darks, 4 and 5 are lights, 6 and 7 would be darks, 8 and 9 would be lights. So you always keep your darks running one side and your lights the other. That looks really nice. Brilliant for scraps as well. Absolutely brilliant for using up your scraps. Cut as many 2.5-inch strips as you can out of your scraps, all those leftover jelly rolls, and make them up that way. So anybody having a chat there? Anybody commenting?
Sandra said, thanks, I'll try. Heather said, Amazon wishlist are a godsend.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to get on there tonight, aren't I? Go, what hasn't you got?
Carolyn said, it's my son's birthday on Sundays, 29, alcohol and cash is good.
Yeah.
Sandra also said, give him a full quilt kit.
What, and make him do it himself? Oh, that'd be mean. No, I'm off next week, and my plan is to put all the isolation blocks together so that so he can have his quilt, because I promised him he'd get that quilt. So, but I think I've decided I'm not going to quilt as you go it. I think I'm going to put it on Daphne. I'm going to put them all together and put it on Daphne. That's what I think I want to do with it. So yeah. But yeah, that's not. He won't get it in time for his birthday, so I'm gonna have to buy him something, can I? Whoops. Anything else there?
No, that's it.
No. Okay. Quick one today, ladies. See, this is how quick this is. You know, you can see how quickly that block came together. You know, by the time I'd put on the other 3 colours, you know, you'd have one block done, and you could just get on with the next one. You could put them all into rows, make a really nice quilt, nice and quickly. You know, or you could cut down like if you've got layer cakes and stuff there, you could cut those into 2.5-inch strips, because you'd get sort of quite a lot of blocks out of one of those as well. You know, if you just cut them, because they're 10 inches, if you cut them down into 2.5-inch strips, any leftover layer cake squares, brilliant for making blocks like this, because you haven't got to really worry too much about the sizing. I like anything that I don't have to, cut lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of little pieces. Drives me potty having it all labelled and everything. I like fast quilting. Anything else there?
Jean says, thanks, really good demo.
Yeah, it's really quick. Have a little go at it, guys. Have a go at this one, because it's a mega. If you've got a jelly roll there, you would do a quilt in a day. You could just keep going. You could just keep going until your last jelly roll strip was 42. It would be, and make a lap quilt really, really, really quickly. Really quickly. So, anything else?
That's it.
No? Cool. Right. Hopefully Sarah's fixed the fabric mystery box deal for me. I can't believe I did that. I've been so organised today as well. I've been getting stuff on the website, sorted a load of paperwork, talked to the accountant, loads of stuff. Can't believe it didn't save. I definitely changed it because I remember thinking, let's change the price. I couldn't have pressed save and publish properly. Never mind. So some of you got some bargains. But yeah, that is running for 24 hours. It will be coming off tomorrow once I come off air. Tomorrow we're going to do some storage pods, and it's going to be a slightly longer one tomorrow because they're a little bit fiddly. But they're not fiddly. That's a lie. They're not fiddly. They're relatively easy to do, but they take a little bit longer than this. So yeah, so that's going on. So thank you again so much for putting up with us for 150 episodes, lives, sessions. Don't know what they're called. And yeah, and we will see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. If there's nothing else there, groups.
No, Sarah said it's done.
Cool. Thanks, Sarah. So, idiot. Yeah, cool. We will see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Thanks, ladies and gents. Bye.